Hey, it's Soul with your early reminders of what is happening this week in Warcraft. Hit that like button and subscribe to please the algorithm, and real quick for you folks over in Europe, Super Squirt Day is coming Tuesday, so don't miss out on that. Let's begin by recapping some hotfixes from last week. Apparently Halandris wasn't dealing damage to tanks during his transition phases, something that I thought was a fix, but, well, apparently it was a bug. Given as how my team beat Halandris with the bug intact, well, I guess there goes our little tank vacation, and it's time to get good. The temporary buffs you get from the enhancement console over in Zereth Mortis now work outside of the zone. This is a pretty big nerf to world content, because it means that you can take 5 very powerful buffs along with 1 permanent one and lay waste to the old zone content and world bosses and maw creatures and more. And in case you didn't notice, the Jailer was nerfed a bit on Raid Finder and normal difficulty. Not bad, but the lighter touch on the raids this week explains the slower progress of Alliance guilds trying to get into the Hall of Fame. I expect some more targeted nerfs on the biggest hurdles in this raid over the next coming days or weeks. And the caps to Conquest and Valor have been lifted. As annoying as it was, the seasonal caps were meant to be a bit of a check to help even out the playing field. But now, if you really want to, you can farm up pieces from Mythic Zeros, convert all of them into your class set with a Creation Catalyst, and then incrementally upgrade them. That'll unlock the tier appearances up to Heroic. Now, you still need to knock out 15s to get to 78s. To turn those into Mythic tier pieces, keep that in mind. This week, Torghast events are back, with the Chorus of Dead Souls, where you cosplay as an elite mob and start a destruction derby. I still stand by this. I think this is the best of the events for clearing high-level Torghast by yourself. But whether you're solo or in a group, clearing flawless 16s in every cell block will get you closer to the Back from the Beyond meta achievement coming in the 925 patch. Of course, by then, all the wings will be open simultaneously, and there will be opportunities for higher item levels, but who says that you can't start working towards this now? Arena skirmishes are the PvP thing to do this week, and the upcoming brawl is cooking impossible. It's like Warsong Gulch, but very weird and, well, not at all like Warsong Gulch. Some of the same philosophies still apply though. You want to spec your character to run the goods or to stop the enemy in their tracks. Crowd control is great, including violence. Murder is a great way to stop your opponent's advance. Over in Mythic Plus World, the affixes are Fortified, Sanguine, and Grievous, which ain't so bad. Sanguine is mostly a problem when mob deaths are a bit too staggered out and there aren't enough places to move around, which means, well, Sanguine is just bad for me. Like, I would take Necrotic over Sanguine. Grievous, meanwhile, is pretty forgettable outside of very high keys, so overall this should be a pretty okay push week. Now for this week's little tip. I mentioned earlier that the sphere buffs in Zereth Mortis now work in all outdoor Shadowlands zones, but I can't understate how powerful these buffs can be. Mains and alts should have little trouble making these buffs usable and more potent by collecting ciphers of the first ones, with an income increase thanks to this account-bound item that you can buy and trade from your main. As for your new character, they just need to follow a simple routine. Get Quest for Renown and switch to Venthyr if you need, then off to Zereth Mortis for the routine of the week. Grab up all the questies, whip out Pogo Purge Land, open quest and slaughter every creature that you can. Once you're done, return to all your candle-headed friends, then off to farm for Anima cause there is no f***ing end. Done. Apart from that, by employing these temporary buffs, you'll have a much easier time taking down rares, world bosses, and elite quests. The Toxic buff is exceptional because it does pulsing damage that doesn't tap mobs, so you could, I don't know, stand next to a farm group and just watch as you randomly get credit for kills without really pressing a button. You can access the enhancement console right here in Haven. The items that give the buffs and the buffs themselves last for up to an hour. Plenty of time to buff up and take on the tougher content out there until you've got the gear to do it on your own. Last week there wasn't so much as a peep from the WoW team about Dragonflight. Copium demands that I take that vapor and speculate that maybe they'll drop something big soon, like an alpha announcement or, at the very least, a talent calculator for us to start picking at. If it does happen, you know that I'll no-life it and share my exploration with you, so do subscribe to stay on top of things, like the video, and I hope to see you on stream. Coffee with Soul takes place Tuesdays through Thursdays at 8:30 AM Pacific. I'll see you when I see you. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.